Hello, everybody, and welcome to VPC8 Round 5, No Mercy. Those who have been in the VPC before know that traditionally Round 5 is a collaboration track, and this VPC Round 5 is no different. The only thing different is how we're going to get to the collaboration details. As you can probably see on the screen right in front of you, we have two D20s and a D6 sitting in my dice tray. That white D20, that's going to determine on a scale of 1 to 20 over here on the side what your vocalist challenge is going to be. The blue D20, that's going to determine your production challenge. That D6, that's how many people you're going to collab with. It might be a little bit evil that I chose a D6 and not a D4 for this, but we're going to let the dice decide. So it's out of my hands. That's all I can say. Let's get this rolling so I can get this video done and get this posted. And we're going to kick off with Crab Rangoons. Crab Rangoons up first with a nice roll. For our vocalist challenge for Crab Rangoons, we have a 19. A 19 is a bleep bloop. Pick your favorite video game and tell the story through the eyes of a character. Not a bad challenge. Producer challenge, we have a 12. Where does a 12 take us? It takes us into the animal kingdom. Work at least 3 different animal sounds into the beat as samples. And how many people are we expecting on that track? An additional 2 people should be on there with Crab Rangoons. Up next, we got Blunt Force. Reset that. Blunt Force is coming in hot with a. Oh, sorry. We're going to start with that 6 on the vocalist challenge. That's the good thing. Who am I? No using of first persons. No I, no me, no mine, no we, no us, no ours. That production challenge, that's gonna be a good one. We rolled a nat 1 on that one. So no drums, no sampling drums, no playing drums, no drums. So on your drumless, first personless track, we're also going to be expecting to see 3 additional collaborators that must remain drumless and personless as well. That's right, folks. Just a small note. All of your collaborators are expected to adhere to the vocalist and producer challenge rules as well. Next, we got Imp and Navi. Let's see what the dice have in store for them today. Oh, and we're. Should I be nice? Should I be? Okay, we're outside the dice tray. We're going to re-roll that one. All right, you saw what happened. This is why it's live recorded. As the dice land, that's just what we're going to do. Imp and Navi with a 20 on the vocalist, a 20 on the production, and a 6 on the. They literally rolled the maximum rolls as possible. Even if that first dice jumped out of the tray, I'm playing by my DM rules. If it doesn't hit the tray, you can roll it in the tray. It needs to be in the tray. So a 20. A 20 on either chart means that you get to choose any of the challenges that you want to do. It's the choice is yours out of the production, the choice is yours out of the vocalists. I'm really interested in seeing what this team is going to choose because this team doesn't always take the obvious or the easy way and definitely always comes at us with an interesting and awesome track. Southern Demon Nerd up next. Are we going to keep the dice hot? Let's see. Semi-hot for the vocalist Southern Demon Nerds. You guys got a 20. That means you can also choose whatever you want from the vocalist challenges. On the production side, we have rolled a 5. A 5 in the production world gives us a how to pass some time, a non 4/4 time signature track. Very fun. As for collabs, we're going to need one additional collab on top of your team. Garbage Gang. Let's see what we got for solo and friends. We're going to start on the vocalist side. The vocalist is going to have a 6. That is, again, no using first person. No I, no me, no mine, no we, no us, no ours. Production side. We have got an 8. Silence is golden. Include 2 deliberate moments of complete silence in the song. Now, I'm not saying that Sean Solo doesn't know how to be quiet, but they are going to do this with 5 additional collaborators. Have fun on that one, guys. Art Crow up next. Art Crow, let's see how the dice are feeling about y'all today. On our vocalist, we got an 11. And 11 is going to bring us to Nerdcore 102. Write a track teaching the listener how to do something. Honestly, one of my favorite concepts, and a concept first introduced in VPC3 all that time ago. Production challenge, we have a 2. On that 2, we've got Oops All Drums. Create your beat using only drums and percussion. Synths are also allowed. Number of collabs, we've got 6. 6 additional collabs means we're expecting to hear 7 vocalists teaching us how to do something. I don't know what we need 7 people to learn how to do, but I am very interested in how this comes out. Idealistic Misfits. Coming up next. Idealistic Misfits coming in hot with a 5 on the production vocalist challenge. A 5 is the Navi special. Summarize a Wikipedia article. On the production challenge side, we have a 9. And a 9's going to get you a Lo-Fi is so fly. Bring your best lo-fi beat to the table. And alongside this, we have 1 additional collab. Now, in case you haven't noticed one thing, there are some random ones put in here that are attributed to other people. Over the course of this VPC, we've been paying a lot of attention to the things that you've been saying and the things that you've been guessing that each challenge is going to be. Some of those have made it into each one of these production and vocalist challenges over time. It's why I constantly asked you from the very beginning, what do you think this one's going to be? And then we've taken some of the funniest, some of the silliest, and some of the wildest ones and mixed them in with ideas that we already had to bring you this vocalist producer challenge. All right, up next we got Obvious Corruption. Obvious Corruption, how are we rolling for y'all today? All right, on our vocalist challenge, we got an 18. An 18 for the vocalist is the alphabet aerobics. Each line of your song must start with a consecutive letter of the alphabet. First line starting with A, the rest of them carrying on. I'm not going to sit here and recite the alphabet at you. I think you've probably got that down by now. Production number 6, we've got, that is a 6. Yep, just double checking for due diligence. Oh, gone in 90 seconds. You have 90 seconds for your track. Make every second of that track count. It's going to be 1 additional vocalist on the team as well. So we've got to fit 2 vocalists in 90 seconds with some pretty good. You don't have to go all the way A to Z. Like we can end early if you don't fit all of it in within the 90 seconds. But what you do fit in does have to be in alphabetical order, alphabetized. Up next, we got Dappersaurus. Dappersaurus coming in with a 15 on the vocalist challenge. A 15 is going to give us Hug It Out. You and your collaborators are having a compliment battle. I love compliment battles, as you guys know. I use them for tiebreakers very often throughout the VPC. Our production challenge is an 8. An 8 is Silence is Golden. Include 2 deliberate moments of complete silence. Maybe we're letting the silence speak for itself here. We have 4 additional collaborators on this track. The Beatless. Coming in hot, we have a 15 on the vocalists. That is going to give us a Hug It Out. You and your collaborators are also having a compliment battle. On the production side, we have an 8. An 8 in production, again, as Silence is Golden. Include 2 deliberate moments of complete silence, and you have 1 additional collaborator. Kaiju no Uta. The dice are up next for you. On your vocalist challenge, we have a 13. A 13 is the obviously. Vocalists must engage in verbal handoffs for a minimum of 50% of the song. Good luck on that one. And on the producer side, we have an 8. An 8 in production, as we have seen, is silence is golden. Include 2 deliberate moments of complete silence. This is also going to be with 4 additional vocalists. The dice really like the 8 tonight. Let's see if we can do something to shake that up a little bit and get some more variety on the table. The Go Hammer Eye coming up next. Let's give them a really good roll. We have got a 12 on our vocalist challenge. A 12 means Animal Kingdom. Work at least 3 different animal impressions into your performance. And on the production side, we have a 18. An 18 in production is during the song, we must see a key change between a minor and a major. And the Go Hammer Eye, you have 6 vocal collabs to come in on your song. Now, I'm just saying, we had a 0 collab song and we hit 10 minutes. How long do we think a 6 collab song is going to hit? I guess we're going to have to wait and see. In the meantime, we've got Couch Co-op coming in with a dice roll. Couch Co-op on the vocalist challenge of a 19. 19 on the vocalist scale is a bleep bloop. Pick your favorite video game and tell the story through the eyes of a character. I like this one. I love the variety and the possibility. I like the fact you could do it through an NPC. It doesn't even have to be a main character. It doesn't have to be protagonist or antagonist. It can just be a antagonist. Who knows? Production challenge is a 5. A 5 is going to be how to pass the time, a non 4-4 time signature. Collabs, 5 additional collabs. Now we got Spandex Moose coming in hot. Let's see what we got for the boys down under. We have a vocalist challenge of a 13. A 13 on the vocalist challenge is the obviously vocalists must engage in verbal handoffs. This one's proving to be a little popular tonight too. Production side, we have a 7. A 7 in production is put it in a blender. Incorporate 3 different genre samples into your beat. And Spandex Moose, we expect to see 2 additional collabs on top. After Spandex Moose, we have got Young Sullivan. Let's see what we've got in store for Young Sullivan with the dice. Oh, okay. Let's start with the vocalist challenge of a 14. A vocalist challenge of a 14 is battle it out. You and your collaborators are battle rapping each other. I think that's a little dangerous. Young Sullivan is definitely known for battle rapping, and it's done some psychic damage to a lot of people that they've encountered. Production challenge, we rolled in that one. I'm sorry. Sorry, Matt. You get no drums. You get no sampling drums, no playing drums, no drums. Collabs, 3 people. So whose 3 lives are Young Sullivan gonna ruin? Find out in the future. Mechanical Peasants up next. Mechanical Peasants, let's see how the dice are gonna treat you. All right, we got a 2 on the vocalist challenge. That's the song special. Oops, all chili. Pick the superior chili pepper and write an homage to it and diss all other chilies. It's probably the silliest one on here, but there was no way I was letting that one go. It had to be a thing. Producer challenge. We have rolled a 3, and 3 is the Al Yankovic. Heavily feature the accordion. Honestly, this is being set up to be one of my favorite VPC tracks of absolutely all time. And if you struggle to source an accordionist, just let me know. Believe it or not, Zarina got the hookup. All right, moving on next, we got Dead Specters. Dead specters, how are the dice going to treat you? Not too badly, it would seem. On vocals, we have got a 15 for our challenge, and a 15 is a hug it out. You're having a compliment battle with your collaborators. I love a good compliment battle. I know I've said it. In production, we have a 12. That's going to be Animal Kingdom. Work at least 3 different animal sounds into the beat as samples. You will be having one additional person on this track, so make it a good one. The Creative Complex coming in hot with a 14 on our vocalist challenge. That is going to be a battle rap. This is going to prove to be an interesting one for sure. Our production challenge is a 7. A 7 on our production challenge is put that shit in a blender. Incorporate 3 different genre samples into your beat. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this team does with this one and the 5 additional collaborators that they are going to be having on this track. All right. King Richie and Little Rodney are siblings. Derogatory. Aren't all siblings derogatory? I don't know. Maybe that's just my complicated relationship. All right. What do we got on the dice here? Let's see. We have got an 8 on our vocalist challenge for this team. And 8 is the swag switcher. Change your flow up throughout the song. Production side, we are rolling a 15. A 15 on production is flip it or lose it. Sample a song you hate and make something great out of it. Talk about when life gives you lemon, make lemonade. Pink Wet Sea. This has been a new team, this VPC, and I am very fond of them as a team and very happy that they joined us. Let's see if the dice are going to be nice. All right. Our vocal challenge is a 5. A 5 on the vocal scale is the Navi special. Summarize a Wikipedia article. Now, it doesn't sound like the most thrilling challenge, but I think that there's definitely some ways that people can think outside the box and make this work. All right, production challenge. We have an 18. An 18 in production is going to be a key change between a minor and a major. Collabs, 6. What Wikipedia article do you think that they are going to pick to make room for 6 additional collaborators? KKMDS up next. Let's see what the dice are going to do for KKMDS. KKMDS coming in with a vocal challenge of 15. That's going to be hug it out. You and your collaborators are having a compliment battle. More fun there. Production challenge is going to be a 14. Climb the ladder. You must include an arpeggio in the beat of your track. You can also have 2 additional collaborations on your track. Look forward to seeing the arpeggio. Firefly Fantastic. I believe it would be our only father-son team this round, and let's see what we got going on here and how nice the dice are gonna be for these guys. All right, your vocal challenge is going to be a 2. The Sanj special. Oops, all chili. So we're going to pick a superior chili and we are going to write a love song to it, and we are going to diss all other chilies. That should be a fun one because at least, we're teaching our little ones how to diss people, but we're teaching them how to diss chilies. Nobody's feelings are going to get too harmed in the way, except for everybody in Discord who had very strong feelings about chilies. So choose your chili wisely. Your production challenge is a 9. A 9 on the production scale is Lo-fi is so fly. So this is going to be like a lo-fi chill chili diss. I like it. We are looking at 6 collabs on this one. That seems like a lot, but again, I we already know some people that definitely feel strongly about Chile are participating in this VPC, so maybe that's a good place to pull some of those 6. Sad Pixels coming up next. All right, so we're going to kick off Sad Pixels with a 6 on the vocalist producer challenge. The vocalist. 6, who am I? No use of first person I. No me, no mine, no we, no us, no ours. Production challenge. We are laying out a 13. A 13 on the production challenge. Chippendale. Your track must tie in chiptune elements. I feel like this is going to be a piece of cake for this team. Collabs, 3. Nacho X Exorcist. I apologize if I didn't say that correctly, but I took a stab at it and I think we mostly got there. All right, our vocalist challenge is going to be an 8. Very popular. Change your flow up throughout the song. Swag switcher. And your production challenge is going to be a 14. A 14 is climbing the ladder. That's also going to be an arpeggio in the beat of your track. Good luck on that. And we're going to see 3 additional collaborations with your team. And last but certainly not least is going to be Komori Rider. Back after a very small gap. Let's see if the dice are excited they're back or if the dice is going to be punishing. Hopefully, I like to think it's excitement. All right, so for your vocalist, we got a 19. That is the bleep bloop. Pick your favorite video game and tell the story through the eyes of the character. Your production challenge is going to be a 10. For a 10 in production, we are looking at the Riesling Riot. Sample a laugh track and turn it into an instrument. Additional collaborations, 2. Now, I think that we are at the end. We certainly are. There's a lot of interesting things on the board. Just a couple of things that I want to break down for you. Your collaborations, they can come from within Nerdcore, they can come from outside of Nerdcore. You can have people on other teams collaborate on your tracks. If your producer is also a vocalist, they are allowed to be one of your vocalist collaborations on a track. You can collaborate with anybody you want. The only people that you are banned from collaborating with are going to be the judges. I would love to let you. If it was up to me, I would let you. However, we still haven't worked out a way to let you have a judge on your track and still have them, not be biased towards rating that track super high when it comes time to rate things. So, sorry about that. And I think that covers most things. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about any of the things that have come up in your vocalist challenge, your producer challenge, or your collaborations, please feel free to reach out to me directly for clarification. Um, Apart from that, we look forward to seeing a very wild, wacky, and wonderful round 5 from all of you. I will be posting very shortly all of the tracks, and good luck to everyone. Thanks. Bye.